Hey guys, I'm Jessica Morbo here with Golka de la Cámara. Golka, how are you?
I'm fine.
Good. Tell me a little bit about yourself and Infinite Loop.
About myself is going to be really boring, so I'm just going to tell you about Infinite Loop. The band basically starts in Norway like 4 years ago, but it's the bit of it's a long story. I've been making music since I was 14 years old. Been a few years of kind of so my brother died, which used to be we used to play together, we used to make music together. But after he died, there were some years there that I kind of got a bit lost, and that's where the Infinite Loop started. As in, I was starting music or songs, but never finishing, and I started to name those songs Infinite Loop because of that situation. So that's it's a period of time. 4 years in the making different formations. I play with different musicians, writing music and producing everything, and it's something that I need to do. It's like I would implode if I don't make music. And for me, it's basically a big need.
How did the band sort of come together back then?
I was basically engaged, and then I decided to put the band together, and then I became single. So it was really hard because I didn't know any musician. I was living in Oslo at the time, in Norway, which has a lot of musicians and a lot of music, a lot of venues also. But I decided that okay, I have to, cut the crap. So you just have to do this, then you have to take any other distraction, jobs included, and just have to focus and put together a CD of 4 songs. And then with that, try to find the right people.
No place like home, you found one. There's no place like home, you've got one. You've got one.
What makes Infinite Loop so different than other indie bands or rock bands?
It's probably sounds bad if I say, but I think one of the main things is the passion. I know that some colleagues, they just want to be famous. And I was telling Richard, Richard is my nowadays. I was telling him, Richard, I couldn't care less about being famous. Actually, I will take that part away. I just want to be able to eat while making music, which was it sounds really so difficult. Sometimes it's not so easy.
Being Hispanic, right? You're Latino. Will you add a Latino twist to the album, to the upcoming album, or do you think?
Okay. You mean about sort of music?
Song, yes.
Well, I do write. It was funny because some years ago I didn't write anything in Spanish. I wrote everything in English, and more I'm finding comfort in writing. I become a bit more okay with the way I write in Spanish. So there is one song in the album, EP, sorry. It's called Revolución, which it's funny because I wrote that song made almost as it is today when I was 17 years old, 3 days ago. And today it's funny because a song that was written about, it's about revolution of myself. It's me. The way I change, the way I see things is what really changed the world, right? So it's funny how, when I look back home now in Spain and how the situation is with the economy and everything, which is really, really bad. And it's a song that has become really so actual, because basically one of the parts of the song, actually says governments will never change, but if I can change, if I can do something about it, everything will change around me. as Latino as I can go. Yeah. Because I'm sorry to say, I mean, I'm not like the most enthusiastic people about Latin music in general. You know, I grew up listening to Joy Division. I do love any kind of music, but you know, it's my roots there. So there will be hopefully some. Now we're working on an album. I have at least 2-3 songs that could be that they're in Spanish. Actually, in Spanish, and they could be part of the album or something. I like it more and more to sing in Spanish, and the reaction from the audience, whether it's here or in Spain or in Scandinavia or in Germany, they love it, and they love that power. The song like Time or Revolution, that kind of song. And sung in Spanish, you know, especially something like Revolución, it just sounds, you know, it's no better language to actually say it. So something like, yeah, lyrics in Spanish, not so much the style of music. I will stay with what I know.
I know this place, been here before. Everyone I know has left the shore.
Now, one more thing.
Okay.
What piece of advice would you give to someone who wants to be in a band or is trying to be like you know, trying to create a band? What one piece of advice would you give them?
Forget about money. Forget about no. It's just the way it is, you know. It has to be a passion, really. Something like music. If you don't really believe what you're doing, if you don't, you know how many times I've been, like crushed down and criticized, to death and torn apart. And here I am. There is nothing that puts me down when it comes to songs because I believe so much. So that's it. It's the passion, and the rest, musicians you can find, and hopefully record companies come and go. That's just the way it is. Your passion is nothing can replace it. And that's because it applies for many other things apart from music. But that was my thing. Find your passion, and if your passion is, building pianos, then don't make music. Build pianos, whatever. That's the thing. Because everybody wants to be famous today.
Yeah.
When you ask them, famous doing what? I don't know. I just want to be famous. Turn it around. You don't need to be famous.
Download his album and buy his CDs, and thank you.
Oh, thank you very
Gorka,
much.
thank you so much.
Hey, I'm Gorka from Infinite Loop, and you're watching Latina.com.